What's going on, guys? It is 5:30 a.m. on Saturday, and I'm gonna do some garage sailing. So, wish me luck. So, I ended up not finding anything this last weekend. What you just saw was actually from a week ago. It's the following Saturday now, and so I drove around all day. I probably went to 15 yard sales, bunch of thrift stores. I didn't find a single game that day, so that was a little bit of a letdown. So this past week, I've been looking forward to this weekend quite a bit because I wanted to go hard. I wanted to, try as hard as I could to at least find something. And I got it this morning and it was raining. I kind of expected that. It's still raining. It's pretty nasty out here. And so naturally, I couldn't find any open garage sales. All the sales I went to just weren't happening due to the rain. So I decided then it was probably a good time to go thrifting, and went to a few thrift stores, went to a couple of Goodwills, didn't find anything. I was beginning to think that today was going to turn out like last weekend, and I was starting to get a little bummed out, a little bit discouraged, but I stopped at this resale shop right here that I haven't been to in quite some time, and I'm glad I did. I walked out of there with 5 games. They were $5 each, so $25 for these 5 games. And I'm going to go ahead and show you what they are. The first one is SpongeBob SquarePants Creature from the Krusty Krab. And it's complete. The next one, WrestleMania 14. And manual's turned around, but it is also complete. The next one, Need for Speed Most Wanted. These are all GameCube games, obviously, except for one of them. It is also complete. The next one, and I'm gonna sell this one. I know it's worth a little bit of money. It is Wii Sports Resort, and it's taped, so I didn't really have a chance to look at it, but it feels heavy, so I'm more than certain it's complete. But I'll show you in the recap. But yeah, got a complete Wii Sports Resort. And then, by far, the best game out of this entire lot, the gem, I got Super Smash Bros. Melee for $5. And it is in perfect shape, and it's complete. Awesome. I'm feeling good now. I'm going to go hit some more thrift stores, and hopefully I can have some more luck like this. 'Cause now I'm excited. Alright, so just a quick pickup in there. A game that gets made fun of a lot, but I just didn't have it, and that was Shaq Fu for the Sega Genesis. It is complete. Everything looks perfect, so I have no idea what this is worth. I'm pretty sure it's next to worthless, but I figured why not grab it. It's pretty funny. Add it to the collection. I paid $1.14 for it, so yeah. Alright, so I'm here at Game Bros. You've probably heard me talk about this place before, but this is a local game store. It's kind of local, I guess. It's not too far from me. But it's owned by Greg that does the Gamer Geek Nation channel. And I told you at Retropalooza Houston, he hooked me up with a couple of games for free. He just gave them to me. So I figured I'd come back here to a store and return the favor. And got to talking to him. I talked to him for probably 45 minutes, man. He's a really cool dude. But I've been wanting a box NES for forever now. So I ended up walking out of there with, this is just a box for an action set. And other than this business right here, which I'm going to attempt to fix, everything looks great. No styrofoam, just a box. But he gave it to me for 20 bucks. So I can't really complain. This will definitely hold me over till I can find actual complete and box NES. So again, he's a super cool dude. But yeah, that's what I got in there. Super excited about this. But I will see you guys at the next one. Alright, what's going on, guys? Here's the deal. Today is Saturday, which is normally the day I go game hunting. I wasn't able to do that today The reason is my dad invited me to go fishing, and I didn't want to pass up on that, so that's what I did with my day. I had a great time. It was awesome. Totally worth it. A little bit bummed that I'm not going game hunting, or that I didn't get to go game hunting, rather. But luckily, somebody got in touch with me yesterday about a Craigslist deal, and they are wanting to sell a NES console and some games. So I'm going to go meet up with them now, and hopefully we can make a deal. See you there. Alright, what's going on? I just met up with a guy. We worked out a deal. I ended up paying $50 for a NES console, a couple, I don't know how well you can see that, a couple of controllers, and what looks to be about 7 games. Some pretty decent games in here. So I have most of these. I'm going to keep this system. I think I'll be able to make my money back just with selling these few games. But yeah, not the best deal in the world, but I'm happy. I'm happy to find another NES. So I will go through all this in the recap. So during my lunch break, I decided I wanted to go to a flea market in an area of Houston called Sharpstown. I've been there a few times before. Basically what it is an old mall that still has a few stores, but they turned one area of it into like an indoor flea market. And so I went over there, I went to the area where I had previously found some games, and I started asking around. Well, one lady told me in so many words that basically there was a game store in the mall now, and kind of pointed me in the direction of that. And so I knew this probably wasn't a good thing, but I figured I'd go check it out. So I went to this game store, and just watch. Alright, what's up? It is, what time is it? 5:17 a.m. Saturday, and we're gonna do some flea marketing. You ready to go marketing?
Yeah, bro. Let's go market. I'm gonna market the shit out of you.
See you there. So we're here before this bitch is even open, because we're not fucking around today.
Dude, check it out. Alejandro's appliance. It's my appliance.
Is that yours right there? I'll go ahead and do 10 on it. For just, yeah, you win Swangin. Cool. Thanks, man. Take it. Eddie Wabbit. What was that first one that was in there? It was something I saw like, oh, that Rush one.
Oh, it is Rush. I didn't know that. I'd have probably got it if it was.
You want it?
If you don't want it.
I'll get the Prince one. You can get the Rush one.
Alright.
You do 20 for both of these? 25? You can't do like 22? I'll do 22. Thank you. Bam. Alright, just to do a quick recap of what we got at the first flea market. First thing I found was UN Squadron on the Super Nintendo for $10. Kind of a high price, but it's worth a little bit more than that, and I didn't have it, and it's also in like pristine shape, so I figured why not go ahead and pay $10 for it. Next, I got these two games, Sonic Advance 3 and Super Mario Bros. U, which I've been looking for this Mario Bros. U for a long ass time, and this one's actually brand new, sealed, so I will be playing this, but I paid $22 for the both of these, which again is a little high, but she wasn't really backing off $20 for this game, so I'm glad to find it. It's definitely less than it's worth, so I did get a deal. And then the last thing we got was Final Fantasy X for him, and I paid $10 for the, or no, it was only $5, right? I wouldn't pay $10 for this game. $5 for Final Fantasy X. But we are on our way now to the next flea market, so I'll see you there. Alright, so I only found one game at this at this last flea market, and that was 007 Agent Under Fire for the GameCube. I believe it's disc only. Yeah, disc only. For $2. And I actually already have this game, so I'm just going to keep this case because the one I have is a yellow label. And I will just give the other one away. But on to the next one. Ask what you want me to do.
Ma'am?
How much for these games? How much are your games? You're okay.
How much? $1?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have any more, do you?
No, that's the end of it. I had a whole bunch.
Alright, I'll do $1. Ooh, yeah. Yellow label. Jesus. This thing is jacked. Huh. This one's even worse. Gross. Alright, so we're here at the third flea market. I don't know where you see that. But I'm going to go ahead and do a quick recap of everything we got here. First, we found this PlayStation lot. All the cables, a couple of controllers, memory card, and a stack of games for 20 bucks. So not too bad there. And then I found this Red Dead Redemption, the one that comes with the add-on, for $4. I found a pristine looking silver GameCube controller, and the guy wanted 10. I got him down to 8 on that, which isn't stellar, but this thing's in perfect shape. I never find these silver ones that look this good, so happy about that. And then what's it, some more PS2 games, and these were 2 each. What is this? No, these 2 were $1. These 2 right here were $1 each, actually. And this is GoldenEye Rogue Agent, Tekken 4, Soul Calibur 2. These were $2 each. Soul Calibur 2 and Resident Evil 4. So that's gonna be it here. It's for a GameCube. Could you do? Could you?
Another one. This one.
Oh yeah, you do have 2 of them.
This is for Nintendo for
Let me see.
the old one.
Oh, it's for a Genesis.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, it sure is. Could you do 6 for all 3 of these?
No.
No?
No.
What about for these 2?
For this?
Or actually, no, hold on. For these 2.
For this?
Yeah, for both of these.
Give me 5.
Alright, I'll do that. You hold that? If I can find my wallet. There you go, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Transfer pack, GameCube power, $5. Alright, just a quick pickup at this half-price book. It's nothing crazy, but I did end up grabbing this Ken Griffey's Winning Run on the Super Nintendo. It was $5. Just, you know, a common game to add to the collection. Oh, what? I don't even know what that is. I thought it was a turbo game. Just walked out of my favorite thrift store, and the only thing I managed to get is a labelless Pokemon Silver. I already have this game, so this is going to get sold. Hopefully I can make a few bucks on this, but... Oh, shit. That wasn't good. But yeah, see you at the next one.
I just dropped it.
I don't think I have this. I don't think I want it either. That's cool. You want that?
Yeah.
They have that one too.
I have them for Super Nintendo. Sounds free.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, we just found some N64 games and some Genesis games at Goodwill. I thought those days were over, but apparently not. Let's see what we got. I got Sarge's Heroes Army Men game. Pac-Man 2 on the Genesis. Sonic 3 on the Genesis, which I didn't have. And then Alec got a few more than me. Mortal Kombat 3, Sonic Spinball, Mortal Kombat 1, Sonic 2, and NFL Blitz 2000. $5 each, $40 for all those games. Bam. Alright, so I just stopped at a pawn shop that I've never been to before, and I ended up picking up 4 common Super Nintendo games. 3 of them were $5 each, and 1 of them was $4, so about $20. I'll go ahead and show you what they are. The first one is Nigel Mansell's World Championship, $5. Next one, Dirt Tracks FX for $5. ESPN National Hockey Night for $5. And then maybe the most commonly seen Super Nintendo game that I still don't have for some reason, and that is NCAA basketball for $4. So I think I've said this before, it's getting so hard to find Nintendo games that I'll pretty much pick up any Nintendo game, like a SNES or a NES or N64 game that I don't have for $5 or less. So I'm happy to have paid $20 for these 4, so that's 4 more to add to the collection, but I will see you guys at the next one. Alright, so I'm here back at Game Bros. Greg told me that he would hook me up on some resurfacing. I had to get a couple of copies of Mario Kart Wii resurfaced, and I came up here to do that. I also brought a loose PS2 that I had that I was just kind of having trouble selling. I don't really like to ship consoles anymore. It's kind of a pain in the ass, so I've had it laying around for forever, so I figured I'd just bring it up here and see what he would give me for it. So I ended up walking out of there. I got these 2 games resurfaced, so these will both get sold. And then I left with a copy of Space Invaders for the Super Nintendo, and then the Grey Kart 10 Gen Pac-Man for the NES, which is one that I'm definitely looking forward to playing. But that is it for here, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Alright, so I'm here at Goodwill. I didn't get any footage inside. I kind of just ran in there real fast. Nothing great that I got. But my friend Alec has been bugging me to find him. Well, not bugging me. That sounds kind of negative. He's been asking me to look out for some of the Tony Hawk games on the PlayStation 2 for him. And so what I found in there for him is a loose disc copy of Tony Hawk's Underground 2. So that's one down. And then the other thing I got in there is I found this case to a Game Boy player for the GameCube, but as you can see written on the front, it says Need for Speed Most Wanted. And it's labeled at $4. And so I just thought I'd go up and ask if maybe they had the correct disc that goes in here. And it turns out she couldn't find any disc that matches the number that's in there. And so then I asked if I could just buy the case, because I know not only is the disc hard to come by, but so was the case, I guess. But she agreed, and she gave me the case for 69 cents. So can't really complain. I already have this, like with the sleeve and everything. Mine's in like perfect shape. But it doesn't hurt to have an extra case for one of these Game Boy players. So all I gotta do is find a loose disc. And I found that several times, so it shouldn't take too long. I hope not. Alright, let's go ahead and do a recap. So the first stuff I'm going to show you I picked up at a resale shop that I hadn't been to in a long time, and I'm really glad I stopped by because I got these 5 games. 4 GameCube games and 1 Wii game. First one's a Wii Sports Resort, complete. Everything in there. That'll get sold. I already have this game. Next one is Need for Speed Most Wanted, also complete. Next one, WrestleMania 14, it looks like. Complete. SpongeBob SquarePants Creature from the Krusty Krab. Complete. And the best one from this trip by far, Super Smash Melee. Perfect condition. Complete, everything looks great, and I paid $5 a piece for all 5 of these games, so can't complain there. Really happy about this one. That same day, at another resale shop, I picked up this copy of Shaq Fu on the Genesis. I mentioned before I don't have this game yet for whatever reason, so it will get thrown into the collection. And it is also complete. I think I paid around $1, maybe a tiny bit more. It was like maybe $1 and some change if I recall. But, yeah, Shaq Fu. Next thing I'm going to show you is a game. I didn't get this on film or anything. I was at a friend's house, and I saw this game laying there, and asked if he would sell it to me, and he was like, you can have it. And that game is Pandemonium on the PlayStation 1 complete. So, thanks, Marshall. Appreciate it, man. Alright, now what I'm going to show you is what I got on the first trip to Game Bros. What I got there is this NES box. It's just a box, no styrofoam, no system, but I only paid 20 bucks for this. I've been wanting a complete NES for a long, long time now, and I'm very happy I managed to score this box for 20 bucks. Inside is the manual for a zapper, right there, and a Mario Duck Hunt manual as well. So awesome. This box did have some damage when I bought it right here, but I managed to do a pretty decent job fixing it. So I managed to find a NES system later on in the week to go in here. So now somehow I gotta find the styrofoam. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, but hopefully I can do that. But very excited about this box. Now I'm gonna show you the Craigslist deal I made. I got an NES system right there. This came with 2 controllers right there. And then it came with 8 games. I'm going to end up selling probably half of these. Hopefully I can make my money back. But the games are Bubble Bobble, Marble Madness, Mario Duck Hunt, Mario 2, and those are the ones that I already have that'll get sold. These next 4 I'm keeping. Baseball Simulator 2000, Space Shuttle Project, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, and then one that I thought I had, just a common game, turned out I don't have it. It sucked because it's broken, but the first RC Pro-Am kind of got hot and broke right there, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Pretty common game. Now I'm going to show you a couple of eBay finds. I got these 3 Super Nintendo games for 13 bucks. Again, just some common games. First one is Foreman for Real. Next one, NBA Live 96. And Pac-Man 2. So 13 bucks, can't really complain. And then one more common Super Nintendo game I got on eBay. I think I paid $3 or $4 for this, but it's Wayne Gretzky and the NHLPA All-Stars. So now I'm going to show you some of the stuff I got while flea marketing. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this PS1 lot I got. I got the system. It is right there with a memory card in there. A couple of controllers, one original controller and then the DualShock 1. And then it came with about 10 games, but I gave most of them to Alec. I only ended up keeping 4 of them. They were all pretty common games, but the other ones I already had. First one is Rocket Power Team Rocket Rescue. Next one is NFL Game Day 99. Next one is Jet Moto. And then Spec Ops Ranger Elite. And that whole lot was $20. Another quick flea market find, I found this UN Squadron. I ended up paying 10 bucks. The guy was not going to come off $10. I tried and tried, so it's about a $22 game. A game I don't have. It's in perfect shape, so I figured I'd go ahead and pay $10 for it. And then also at that same flea market, I got these 2 games. Super Mario U and Sonic Advance 3. I paid $22 for both of these. This was brand new sealed. I opened it because I'm going to play it, but super happy to get that one. And I already have complete unboxed Mario, Sonic Advance 1 and 2. So now I have a loose copy of 3, so I got to find a box for this. But yeah, 22 bucks for those 2 games. At the next flea market, the only thing I managed to get there was this 007 Agent Under Fire for $2 and disc only. But I actually do have this game back here, the yellow label one, so I'll switch out the label or the art or whatever it is and then give the loose copy away, I guess. We stopped at a Half Price Books, and what I got there was this Ken Griffey Winning Run, and that was $5. A few more flea market finds. I didn't get this on film. Honestly, kind of regret getting this. It just, I don't know. I don't know why I got it, but I picked up a Kinect sensor for $4. Never had a Kinect, so I guess I have one now. This is the 361, obviously. But $4 for a Kinect, I figured why not? If anything, I can sell it. I don't really know, but yeah. And then at that same flea market, I found these 2 things: a N64 transfer pack and a power supply for a GameCube. And I think I paid $5 for both of these. Actually, one more flea market find that I forgot about. Probably one of the ones that I'm more excited about. I found this completely perfect silver GameCube controller. I mean, this thing is in perfect shape. Typically, the silver GameCubes and controllers tend to get scratched up easier than the other ones, from what I can tell. I'm not sure why that is, but this one, it looks like it's never even been used. It is in perfect shape. I paid $8 for this, which is a little high. Again, the guy was not coming off. Actually, he wanted 10. He wasn't coming off 10. I managed to get him down to 8 after a while. So, $8 for a perfect silver GameCube controller. Can't really complain there. Super happy about that. Then that same day, stopped at probably my favorite resale shop and looked at a bunch of games. Only left with one. I left with this labelless copy of Pokemon Silver, and I paid $4 for that. So after we went to the flea markets, we stopped at a Goodwill on the way home, and I'm glad we did because I actually managed to score at a Goodwill, which hasn't happened in a while. I got 3 games from there. We ended up, I think we got like 8 games total. Like Alec got the rest. I got these 3. 2 Genesis games and an N64 game. First one is Pac-Man 2 and Sonic 3. And then the N64 game I got is Army Men and Sarge's Heroes. These were all 5 apiece. So yesterday I stopped at a pawn shop that I just happened to see driving by, and on the door they had a sign that said $5 games. So I figured I'd go check it out. Glad I did. Picked up some common Super Nintendo games. Again, just ones I didn't have to add to the collection. They were $5 each. Got 4 of them here, so paid 20 bucks. Oh, actually, one of them was 4. So three of them were 5 each, and one of them was 4. So I paid about $20. First one is Nigel Mansell's World Championship. Next one is ESPN National Hockey Night. Dirt Tracks FX. And then NCAA basketball. And then after that, I went on to Game Bros. Had to get a couple of games resurfaced. I ended up bringing a PS2 with me loose that I just had. I didn't really feel like shipping it. Was kind of having trouble selling it. Nobody wanted to buy it on Craigslist, so I figured I'd just bring it in there and see what they wanted to give me. And so I traded that in. That paid for getting those 2 discs resurfaced and these 2 games. And I'm excited about playing these, actually. The first one I have here is Space Invaders on the Super Nintendo. And then the Tengen Great Kart Pac-Man on the NES. And then after I left Game Bros, stopped at a Goodwill on the way home, and just something pretty small, but I picked up this case for a Game Boy player for the GameCube. No disc in there. It's got the manual. It has Need for Speed written on the front, which I guess is what they had in here. But the lady looked for the game. She couldn't find it. It says $4 on here. I asked her rather if I could just buy the case, and they ended up giving it to me for 30% off of $1. So around, it was 69 cents or something like that. I forget. I said it earlier, but under $1 for just a case for a Game Boy player. So like I said, I just gotta find a loose Game Boy player disc, which I've found several times before. So hopefully it doesn't take too long. But that's going to be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.